The security forces are in celebration mode after cut down 6 men in Maypenshooting, Effortville, Clarendon on Sunday, August 2nd, 2020. And that was the exact date that the tragic struck in Effortville, Clarendon, with the shootout between these gangsters and the police officers and Jamaica Defence Force. So a report have been in. I'm gonna give the update for the situation. Men them are going on with beer things and them get leads. The police them get leads, the soldier them get leads, and them growing upon them ends. And at this so a bag of things start, and the exchange of gunfire were approximately 1 hour. The report read, and it is not a good look. And must say condolences to the family of the person who passed. They have some family as well. The family is going through mourning, not because they're a gangster or a person who were, eye with possession of illegal possession of firearm. That don't mean they can't get respect. Not defending anyone, but condolences to their family, to their loved one. And RIP to the passers. Who passed away. And this to show that to all the upcoming gangsters who want to think about doing gangsters kind of thing, think twice. This lead up to short life, and the soldier will cut your life. So if you listen to this review and you think about doing badness, think about it twice, because these soldiers not hesitating to hurt you, are hesitating to do your things. They will do things as long as you're heavily armed with weapons. And want to use them wise up, because look how the soldier them dash them youth. The man them dash them all in a underwear. That means they probably then them house run out, rise up their machine, the works go already. And the soldier them never take no shot. When I say shot, they don't take no form of no little riff-raff move. In the sense of no little shaky move, or if they try to shuffle up anything, they name them food, they cut them down, they drop them. When I say drop, they drop in a pool of you know the rest of it. So right there, so 6 man them dead, gruesome. The soldier them did the man them wicked. And right there, it is not a good look for any gangsters to be in gangstership. If you want to be such a gangster, being brandishing weapons for fame, I think you should join the defense force or the constable force. So don't think about doing these kind of work, and then when you see these things, you say, Chano, one of my dog drop up, you're going to nyam back on them police boy, the foreign soldier food. I think you should think twice about doing those things, because gangsters have these mindsets. But this is not one of the best route to take. It cut your life very, very shortly. Even though the soldiers escape, serious, narrowly escape serious injuries. One of the soldiers' helmet were torn, seemed like by a gunshot, worse, coming his way, and just barely scrape his helmet. But these gangsters was heavily armed, and them did do them thing. But it is obviously that they get lead. The soldiers get lead, and somebody sell them out. Somebody in the community, somebody snitch on them, somebody be a rat, and somebody is leaking information to the police. Probably people in the community know them have gun and them tire them, or probably them bad man and they just too disrespectful, or them never that treat the community good. In some communities, they they don't sell out the members of who they know of. Anyway, if there's a gangster in the community, they do not, because those gangsters are slash dance. They help the community, by putting on stage show, giving back to school treat and things like that, and they will never disrespect the community members. They would have prefer protect them. No raping, nothing like that will go on in the community. And the community members probably hear gunshots a few times in other communities and never call the cops. You have the 99 good percent and probably one bad. Probably not each community have one bad percent, but for the most part, they will not sell them out. But they show to prove that things time are changing. No matter where the community you're coming from, they will send you out now. You don't know who can sell you out for 150,000, like how other situations have been come forward where that sister and her life was set up. So no matter who you be now, I feel like you're safe, done or safe, criminal, people will leak your information, people will, snitch on you, people will rat you out, and this is not a good look for anyone to be in this kind of situation, and then you think that you're done, and then when it's empty, I said, Jano, and if me can run now, and when I start get the first binds and the counter, I said, Jano, I eat this to me, you know. Just imagine when the man get them first binds and them see the first man or them first friend get it, all them supposed to start shit up and piss up and dating and try to jump over a wall. One of them men even jump in the rubbish heap and they wet him up, same way. They drop him right in there. And I mean, luckily enough, you cannot see those photos. But I think by now, all my fans supposed to see these photos. It's all over the internet. It is viral, and I think you all seen it. But yeah, let's read the report. Reports are that during the exercise, the military came under heavy gunfire from gunmen within the area. The military returned the gunfire, and 6 men were found suffering from gunshot wounds after the exchange. This exchange of gunfire lasted for approximately 1 hour. 3 high-powered rifles were subsequently seized when the shooting subsided, in which include an AK-47 assault rifle, an M16 rifle, and a shotgun, along with several ammunitions. The police were summoned, and 6 victims seems in nearby bushes laying with gunshot wounds to their body areas. However, 2 military personnel had been received minor injuries to the body of the 6 men, taken to the Maypenshooting hospital, where they were all pronounced dead. So the report basically reads, say the man them, they did it, and them start fire after the soldier them first. So when them start fire after the soldier them now, this is what the report are saying. The report have been made. And them must say basically after the bad man them or the gunman them start fire at the soldiers. The soldiers returned the fire, and 6 men were dropped out. 6 men was cut down, you know what I mean, in nearby bushes. Some run a bush, some run a garbage heap, some run go behind the wall, and them still name them food, them still drop them. Young and old, you know what I mean. And that being said, reports are being said that they went for Leon Rose, you know what I mean, in the community, which is one of Clarendon most wanted men, and they, you know what I mean, come under heavy gunfire when they came for him. It is still unclear if Leon Rose was cut down in this operation as yet, you know what I mean, but it is clear that his 3 high-powered guns were seized from the location, and the men were taken to hospital, and they were all pronounced dead. But if you could see this picture that I'm looking at, not in this report, but when I got the pictures and saw them, these men body was looking like a strainer, you know what I mean. For all who know sieve that Mason or a builder use, that is how the man body represent of how you look on their body, you know what I mean. Strainer is all over them, blood is all over their body, and there you can see where they got shots. They got multiple shots. All of them got multiple shots. They couldn't escape this ordeal. They couldn't escape this. You know what I mean? Gunfire. You know, soldiers don't laugh. From there, you know what I mean? You're shooting at them and they got away from those shots and none of them get injured. Them gonna name on the food. Them gonna drop everybody who include. Even if you're not on a gun and you're there on the scene, they must say you're part of gangsters, you're part of gunmen. And it probably can happen that even innocent men were there, got shot. You know what I mean? It could be the situation they're at the wrong place at the wrong time, and the man have them gun, you never know, and them start fire the soldier first. When the soldier return the fire, you did it. Soldier no business if you have no gun or not. As long as you're there and you start run up and down, you could even go into the garbage heap or into the bush or wherever, you're gonna lay down, and then they're gonna lay you down. So this is the update of what 3 high-powered, you know what I mean, rifles have been confirmed, taken from the scene, and the men, by looking at the pictures, you know what I mean, common sense tell you that they were all dead on spot, but they bring them to hospital, you know what I mean, for, you know what I mean, to driving purpose, to give them a last drive in a vehicle before they enter Earth. But by looking at them, you could see that they were all passed away. They were all dropped with life without in their body, you know what I mean, soul left their body and everything. So this is the update of this whole situation, but I want to leave it down below in the comment section. When I think how much of them you feel like say did actually have gun, and if then dash them up at the bush and the soldiers did not find it, or just 3 of them did have it, so why don't they drop 6 man? Is it that the man them were praying up in groups of 3 and were having a vibe and they were all parring or brandishing a gun, exchanging it, you know what I mean, within the group, in the sense that they have 6 persons and they have 3 guns. So they would be in 2-2 group, which is equal to 6 persons. And when they started to fire and the soldiers coming at them, are they, you know what I mean, give one their rifles and run away, left the next one, and the next one started shooting at the soldiers. But it's unclear at this moment. But what we must say, none of them is very close by, within like a 5 meter or 10 meter, or probably 3 to 4 meter, or we're around there, about 2 to 5 meter. They were not so close in distance when I saw the pictures. You know, I mean, they were all in different locations. So probably the soldiers start shoot and them start run up and down and let them get on and snap them food in a close by bushes. You know what I mean? But man all drop in a underpants, in a underwear. So it left me to wonder if the soldier just run in pan ends, kick off the door, and then them say shoot out and make the report about that, or the man them was dipping on the end, were on the ends in underpants. But that wouldn't seem well though. Would a man, would some gangsters or some men in a vibe in underpants? That don't sit well with me, you know what I mean? I don't think men would be there holding vibe with underwear, underpants. No, that don't seem well. So it seems like one of them started to fire at the soldiers, because one of them were in close where they found one of the rifle close to him. So probably him start fire at them first, and then next two run out for them machine, go dig it up under the place where them like the strap, you know what I mean, where them like the strap, and then the soldiers see them and rise up the thing and just name them food, because them in the underpants. And no, a man would in only an underpants if they were in the room with their girlfriend, or they just don't take a shower. Probably them have a outside shower, and them just come from out of the shower, and them hear the gunshot them and them rise up the thing. Well, it is questionable. We don't know about that. But I want to leave it down below in the comment section. Why do you think them in the underpants for 2